Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to create another Afro house track, even if you're just starting. So Afro house is all about the deep grooves, organic rhythms and elements. So by the end of this video, you will have the foundation to make your own tracks. And you can also download this FL Studio project for free, which includes all the samples. And in this video, I'm going to use the amazing tools from Sonible. And in this video, I'm going to use the Learn bundle. So the bundle contains 5 cutting-edge plugins with intelligent processing and amazing sound. So I'm going to show you how to use these tools later in the video. So let's dive right in. So for this project, first I'm going to create the drums, then add a simple melody, bass line and a vocal. So at first I'm going to select a kick sample. So I'm going to open up the organic Afro House producer bundle, open up the one shots, kicks, and I've picked kick 13 in this project. So I'm going to open up the channel rack and just drag in the sample into the channel rack right here. So for now, open up the piano roll by clicking here. And I'm going to draw in a simple rhythm. So I'm going to add a sample at C5, add one at every step. So I'm going to copy paste. So this is the first rhythm. So I'm pasting kick 13 into the arrangement. So now I'm going to use some simple samples. So this is the first sample, which is a rim sample. So let's have a listen. So it sounds very muffled in the background. And the next element is shaker 13 from the Organic House Producer Bundle, which you can find right here. So simple Afro beat rhythm basically. So let's add some more layers. So I'm adding percussion 39. So glass layer. So adding a percussion, which is a clap from Afrobeat. We're adding another loop from the, in this case, African Producer Bundle. And we're adding 2 more loops again. So the Afro loop and the percussion loop 58. And at the end right here, another roll is added. So roll 4 from the African Producer Bundle. So those layers are basically the foundation for our Afro House track. So using a lot of Afrobeat elements, really like it. So now we're going to define the rhythm even more. We're adding some texture in the background. For example, some up and down lifters. So for example, this one, up and down sweeper. And we could also use this one. So those are basically the foundation for this track. So make sure to check out this project and see how I've added all the sounds. So next up, we're going to use the melody element. So at first I'm going to start off with a simple guitar sample. So let's have a listen to the sample which I've added. So a beautiful sample. I think in this case it's a trap sample. So the sample is in B minor. Stretch with the temp of the project, make sure it fits the grid. So if you want to stretch the sample, make sure to stretch it like this. So as you can see, it's a somatic sample. So let's have a listen while we play all the elements all together. So now we still need to add some elements in the background, so some more ambience, which is very common in Afro House. So I'm picking this one shot. So let's have a listen. And one element which is crucial in all of the tracks. So a simple sound which plays the same note throughout almost a full track. So let's have a listen. Maybe sounds annoying somehow. Let's layer it with all the elements we've added. So by adding this element, you're giving the track some body. So make sure it sounds full. We've added all the frequencies. So simple trick, highly recommended. So the next element for this track is a bass. And we're using a preset from the Organic Afro House Producer Bundle, which is called Afro. And I've added this bass line. So the guitar is in B minor. So let's open up the bass line and we're simply starting off at B. And we're selecting right here the scale highlighting B minor. So I draw on the first notes right here. And then we're basically following the minor chord. So that's D, F, and E. So let's have a listen. So very simple rhythm. That's it. And the final element which we're adding to this track is a vocal. So I'm remixing a track from June Freedom, which is called Collabo. I listened to this Afrobeat track like 3 years ago. Still my Spotify playlist, really like it. And I thought, why not just remix it, use it for this track. So let's have a listen. So this is the vocal, and I've used the stamp separation tool on FL Studio.
You are right, this feels right. You are right.
So right now let's play all the elements at once.
You are right, this feels right. You are right.
Perfectly together.
It was simplicity that hiding on but into your sin. Gonna find a way. We can take it to the trap and want to retreat. It's you and me.
So that's the foundation for the full track. So right now I'm going to show you how to arrange it. Okay, so this is the project so far. So let's have a listen.
Ocean breeze, I see the tail lines on your skin. Blessing, loving, girl, you made me want dive in. Existe homem, desce o meu balão. I just wanna coração quente, cola, cola, mama wanna cola, 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 mama wanna cola, we can see that cola, cola, mama wanna cola, 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 mama wanna cola,
So really like this track. So right now I'm going to show you some simple elements how to mix it and make sure it sounds as clean as possible using the bundle from Sonible. So Sonible comes with a compressor, limiter, reverb, EQ, and Unmask plugin, which I'm going to show you in a second. So at first I'm going to process the vocal and I'm going to use an EQ and compressor. So I'm opening up the Learn EQ, and we can simply click Assisted right here and Advanced. So if you're a beginner, I highly recommend picking the Assisted view. So at first I'm going to start to learn processing. So select it right here and then play the audio.
You are right,
Take some time.
You are right, it was simplicity.
And it already creates a profile for you. So right now it's very simple to, for example, remove the lows, so the sub bass and the low frequencies, because we simply don't need those. Sounds way cleaner by removing those. We could also right now switch to advanced and see the EQ which we've applied. So that looks perfect. We could also, for example, pick another preset, so warm, neutral, and bright. So brighten up the signal, create a neutral signal or a warm signal, which in this case adds some mids. So right here, adding the mids and lows. So in this case, we pick neutral, and we could also adjust the intensity of the profile created by the signal processing. So I recommend just leave it to 100. So let's bypass.
You are right, this feels right. You are right.
Sounds so much better. So it's that easy to EQ a vocal like this. So I think the result is perfect right away. So the next element is a compression. So because we've used the stamp separation tool, you want to compress it just a little bit. So this is the Learn compression tool, picking another preset. So for example, vocal, I think in this case, high vocal preset. You could also pick another one. We could learn and play the vocal again.
You are right, this feels right. You are right, it was simplicity.
Okay, so that's it. So right now it created the compression preset. So right here we could simply intro the intensity. So very simple. So again, pick soft, neutral, or hard.
You are right,
and I think in this case you want to pick the soft preset.
You are right, it was simplicity.
We don't want to compress it too much. We could also, for example, open up the advanced view right here and adjust the ratio and threshold. But for a beginner, simply pick the assisted. And I think an amazing function for this compression is to enable the auto gain. So if you compress the signal a lot, the output gain or out gain will still be the same. So I really love this functionality. So let's compress it.
This feels right, You alright,
so creating a stable signal, exactly what I'm looking for. So in this case, I don't like the reverb. So this is the tape delay, and I'm adding the Learn Reverb plugin right here. So simply, again, selecting vocal preset, select listen, play the vocal.
You alright, this feels right. You alright.
That's it for this vocal, because there is already a reverb added in the original track. We just want to add a little bit of reverb, especially in Afro. You want the vocal to sound wide and very clean. So the size, I think, is good. So we want to pick a natural sound. So select this one. And right now we could mess around with the mix and width. So think width 50% for a vocal, perfect. Make sure you don't add too much reverb, because otherwise it will get very blurry and mess up the signal. So let's have a listen.
You alright, this feels right. You alright.
So let's say 20%. So we could also view the advanced tab, make some more tweaks. So adjust the color, clarity, modulation, mono bass, for example. But I think the preset which is already generated is just fine. So we simply don't need to make any more tweaks. So let's have a listen how it sounds so far after processing the vocal. I think sounds so clean, really satisfied with the results so far. So for example, I want to process the guitar loop because I think it needs some more processing. And again, we're picking a preset, so a guitar. So there's an electric guitar, and let's learn play the signal. So that's it. So it quickly created this profile for this EQ. So in this case, I want to create a warm sound for the guitar. So as you can see, it adjusted the body, so giving it a little bit more body, and the air and the picking still the same. And I think the intensity, just leave it to 100%. I think in this case, we don't need to make any more adjustments. So I think that's it for the guitar. So now let's move on using the Mask plugin for the melodies and drum bus. So when the melodies are playing, we want to make sure the frequencies from the drums are not colliding with the melody. So the first thing which we need to apply is creating a sidechain bus from the drums to the melodies bus right here. So sidechain to this track. And on the melodies, I'm going to open up the Learn Unmask plugin. So then we need to make a tweak within Apple Studio. So select processing, sidechain in, and then we're selecting drums. So for now, we're going to just play the signal, selecting universal. So that's the sidechain profile. We create an upper bound and lower bound signal, and it will basically reduce the frequencies within this band when a large drum is playing, and it will basically filter out the frequencies for the melody. So we could now increase the ducking to generate more space for the foreground tasks. So as it says. So it basically filters the frequencies from the snare, as you can see. And you won't even notice it. So it makes a lot of difference in the end when mixing and mastering a track. So right here you can hear the ducking signal, the guitar basically. So in the end, those small tweaks, those small additions will make a huge difference in the end. So I really like this tool. By just using the AI function to generate a profile, it's so easy. So the final step is using the Learn limiter on the master chain. So it's so easy to use the plugin and increase your volume in the end. So I'm gonna open it up right here, Learn limit. I'm gonna select electronic, and I'm gonna learn, let's process the signal. So when editing the video, I will need to decrease the volume because during the full video, the volume needs to be the same. So it will be increased within the project, not in the video. So as you can see, it increased the gain by 10.2 dB. We could also pick another modern, neutral or hard preset. So it increased the loudness range, max. So this is the assisted view again. We could also open up the advanced view. It put a limiter on -1 dB. So this is in most of the cases how you master a track. So you're leaving some headroom and the gain is adjusted and the speed is set to auto. So it will calculate the best speed for a signal for this track. As you can see, it's that simple how to mix some elements and limit your track in the end. Basically apply all the processing within a few seconds, especially if you're a beginner. So these tools will help you to understand what you're doing, and by using the assisted and advanced view, you will be able to learn new things very quickly. So if you're interested in this bundle, make sure to check it out. The link is in the description. Right now you can get this bundle for $49, but only until October 6th. So I will leave a link in the description if you want to check it out. So, okay, so right now, I finished up the track. So let's have a listen to the final result.
Blessing, loving, girl, you made me want nothing. Desiste o amor, merece o meu valor. Ai, não chora, coração que te cala. Cola, cola, mama wanna cola, 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 mama wanna cola. We can see that. Cola, cola, mama wanna cola, 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 mama wanna cola.
And that's how you make Afro House as a beginner. So if you liked the video, you found it helpful, make sure to leave it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. If you have any questions, make sure to drop them in the comments. Make sure to check out Sonible. The link will be in the description. Highly recommend their bundle, especially if you're a beginner. And if you like the samples which I've used, make sure to check out the Organic House Producer bundle or my other bundles which I've mentioned. So thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one.